back to Kamen Rider Review, episode 50! Yay! About freaking time I get this far. And who knew that the 50th episode was discussing the last 5 episodes of the Black Satan arc for Kamen Rider Stronger? Who would have thunk that? Yep. Discussing episodes 22 and 26 of this particular thing. 22 and 23 is a quick two-parter that kind of leads into the last 3 episodes. You could say these 5 episodes are very heavily serialized, in a way. These 5 episodes. Yeah, that's the best way to describe them, is that they're basically like this. Where, like... Yeah, this is like a 5-episode story arc. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, and basically they kind of reveal a little bit about Titan in the first 2 episodes, where he has sort of underground kingdom. And basically, now we also have the monster who appears in this one. Yeah, the monster appears in this one, actually appears for like 2 straight episodes. No, seriously, he does. Yes, by the way, your final monsters for these 5 episodes are Kamen and / Degeron. Yeah, he's actually here for about 4 episodes. Yes, the only episode he missed is actually episode 25. We also have a crab monster. Yes, seriously, a crab monster. And finally, the final monster of this one is Armadillon. Yes, he is officially the last monster under Dexter. Yeah, he's the last one. Yeah. Yeah, basically, King Manga and Degeron are basically the same monster, except he evolved. No, seriously, he just evolved. He traps Kamen Rider Stronger inside of his cocoon at the end of episode 22, and then he's dropped supposedly in the depths of hell, which is actually just basically Titan's underworld kingdom. Yeah, apparently he's a king of an underworld kingdom. And then, of course, we have the final battle between Titan and Stronger, which, of course, Stronger does win. And, of course, Titan basically falls into a pit and just falls apart. Now, in the case of this guy, I think this is an okay way to kill him off. Interesting, though, he's not defeated by some kick, per se. Like, he actually... Stronger basically hit him with like 3 straight electro kicks. And he survived, which is surprising, because normally he just blocks the kicks. But lucky enough, basically, he's able to defeat it by the end of the 2-parter. And then we have basically just episode 24, just where you think you have Shadow basically be in charge again. Nope. This episode is noteworthy for the debut of Dead Lion. Yes, who was referred to as the Supreme Commander of the Black Satan Army. Yes, he carries around a pendant around his neck, which basically apparently makes him the second command of the entire organization. Yes. By the way, Dead Lion himself is basically just gone by the episode 26. I'll get to more in that in a minute. So, we had it where the monster of this episode, his name is basically, like, the crab monster. Well, basically the crab monster. Like, you have people working for him, which Shadow doesn't like it very much. He doesn't like to be snubbed, so basically he plans to basically do something about this. I'll get to more in this minute. So... apparently, the master plan of basically getting, after the medallion is still in the end of episode 26, that We had to build this fortress island for reasons. Yes. And then, of course, in episode 25, we have it where stronger human, basically where Joe, Yuko, and Tabashi are captured and brought to a base. And then 26 they go back to that base, which has apparently been abandoned. And look, look, it's basically the Scudder remains. I'm thinking, like, wait, did we just see this back in episode 13? The only difference is basically were discarded ones, not like, oh, dead bodies that come back to life in this episode. And you might be curious, though, do they bring back every single monster killed off the course series? Nope, they don't. This is what they bring back in this episode, in episode 26. They bring back Hakajin, basically they bring back the Mantis, the Vulture, the Stag Beetle. He briefly makes a return here. The Mosquito Monster. He does make one appearance at the end of the series. I'll get to more of him later. We also have Bat Cajun. Even though he was just killed off just 2 episodes prior, he just comes back here. Yeah, like he just comes back. Yes. The Stinger Monster comes back. The Toad Monster. Let's see. And the Caterpillar. The one who just got killed off just a couple episodes back. He comes back complete random. Yeah, and they reveal that this new general is a guy called Dead Lion. He pops up twice in the episode, but once before the end of his debut. You see him at the end of the episode. Now, the last time I saw this happen, this has only happened a few times in the history of Kamen Rider. Now, you might be thinking, we have a new general appear at the end of the very same episode where the previous general got killed off. It doesn't happen very often. In the case of this series, this happened twice. Yes, twice. Yeah, because Deadline makes a brief cameo at the end of 24. Though this is just after the episodes afterwards. And you have a full episode for him. He fights Kamen Rider, gets the medallion stolen, and then of course apparently the medallion contains some of the most classified information related to the Black Satan organization. So the whole 26 just get the damn thing back. And indirectly, Kamen Rider is brought before, he brought back to the base. He fights him and then he disappears. You're probably thinking, what happened here? He just disappeared and just never seen again. And by the end of the episode, and by the end of basically the organization being destroyed with the Great Leader Satan and the Black Satan, he just disappears. It's not going to be on screen. You see, what actually was planned, while I read online, the plan was to basically get this. To have Kamen Rider defeated by his electric kick and use the hand from this thing to basically drop at the feet of the Great Leader of Black Satan, who turned out to be the original Satan bug. No, seriously. And by the way, the Great Leader Black Satan looks like this. And I saw this, I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, this is the best toy came up with for the leader of this organization. This weird costume. This is by far a cheap Halloween costume that someone must have stitched together last minute because, we had this mysterious Great Leader of Black Satan. Unlike in the case of the previous organization, which had an awesome look. I love the whole cloak thing with the whole, and also here's the thing. Shocker, Yell Shocker, they're in Destron's leader, basically the same outfit except different color. They have really good look for them. In the case of the one for the previous organization, for the previous series, really cool look. The only one basically I thought was really weird was probably the true leader of the Government of Darkness, who appears in one episode of the whole series. This is by far, it's not bad per se, but it's so laughably, bizarre to say the least. It is by far one of the most strangest things I've ever seen. We see him hopping around, and then eventually he's defeated by a freaking kick. Yes, the Great Leader Black Satan gets defeated by a freaking kick. Not by, smashing his bones like the way it was with Dastron. Oh no, it's basically just kick, blows up, that's it. And then we have where, by the way, in the case of General Shadow, he actually overthrew the Black Organization. the Black Satan in the background. They apparently see some sparks. Because of this cave, we see lots of sparks several times. You're probably thinking, why the heck cut this cave for? Well, there's a reason for that. Apparently, by the end of episode 26, the Black Organization has been overthrown. Well, directly by Kamen Stronger, and with the death of the great leader, and with basically the great leader gone, Shadow's like, haha, I took over his organization, so I'm basically replaced with a new organization. And you're probably thinking, what organization is it? We basically see their debut at the end of the episode. Who are these people, you might ask? The Dester Army. And they would be basically the main villain organization for pretty much the rest of the Stronger. Well, for the last 13 episodes. Yeah, for the last 13 episodes, this is basically going to be your main villain organization. But I am taking a break from the series. Because basically this is my plan to take my break. Now, my original plan was to do Blade of the Immortal. But due to the fact that JoJo's Avengers just finished up releasing the episodes for Stone Ocean, I am going to basically do just the first 12 of the remaining 26 episodes. I will basically discuss the last 14 when I get through my next series, which will be Go Onger. And after I get through 12 episodes of this series, then I'll head back to Stronger to cap this off. I mean, it's only 12 episodes. So I highly doubt it'll take me too long. I'd say it may take me... Well, I'll probably start tomorrow at this point. Yes, because I really want to get a chance to do my 4 anime that I gotta do. Though 2 of them, one of them basically doing 2 episodes of it because the previous episode didn't air the previous week. Okay, so that's the particular view. Oh, by the way, before I end this video, my final thoughts on the Black Satan organization for Kamen Rider. They're actually pretty interesting. I do like the fact that for this organization, we kind of basically borrow stuff from Shocker. Appreciate that very much. We have the hidden leader talking to this microphone, which at first they didn't have it there at all. They appeared one episode, and then this thing disappears for about 5 or 6 straight episodes before I finally sees it again. Heck, we don't see the interior of a base for quite a while. I at least gotta praise it for that. We don't see the interior of a base very much. But I think later on they did, in fact, include the base a little bit more. But the first half of this particular arc, they didn't include, you don't see it very much. Second half, you do. And plus, I think Titan definitely was a good villain. I love the fact that he basically very much is a guy who very much cared about appearance. Yeah, he basically just, anytime he just brushes up off. He basically is very well dressed. Even when he's in his human disguise, which he apparently likes doing a lot more than is basically his regular disguise. Yeah, for being an executive, he basically lives up to the role of being an executive. The way he's described, calling people executives of generals, it's almost like this is basically a business. Basically, a privatized magic organization. That's most ways we can describe Black Satan. Though, I think its biggest weakness of this organization is his leader. Well, not his leadership skills. No, that's not the issue here. Though, apparently, General Shadow didn't like him very much at all because he kept getting snubbed. I thought here's the thing. General Shadow was hired help. Yes. We'll get into more about General Shadow in the next episodes when I come back to it. But I do think they're a very interesting organization, what they are. I at least got praise for this. At least around longer than, let's say, the Grandeur Empire, who appeared in the previous show, who appeared for 10 episodes before they basically left. This organization appeared for 26 episodes. Yes. Now, I'll discuss my final thoughts on Strong when I eventually finish the last 13 episodes. Yep. Now, here's the thing. Even if I do finish the last 13 episodes, I am also going to do I'm also going to do a couple specials. All 7 Kamen Riders all together. That's basically how it's wrapped. It's Stronger. And the Immortal Kamen Rider special. I'm discussing those 2 because basically their last 2 appearances featuring Toshi Tabata. Well, Toshi Tabata. Yes, basically they're his last 2 appearances. I'll be discussing those. Wrap that finish up, basically discussing Stronger. Yep, but yeah, that's going to be particularly a particular view. Now, next up is going to be Kamen Corner. And then Spy X Family. Yes, I will start this one. That'll basically do the videos into two separate episodes. Okay, next video. Bye.